Like the video to get unlimited gems in your video game. That's not how it works. Sorry. You should still do it though. Hello everyone, I'm Jim Jacker from HackerBad.net, and today I'm going to show you how to install modded APKs and OBBs respectively. Let's start with modded APKs and then move on to OBBs. What do you need? You need an Android device, no surprise at all. Preferably, you're going to have a rooted Android device. In order for you not to have to root your physical device, which can be dangerous, please use an emulator. I'm using Nox right here. It's one of the best ones to root. All you have to do is go to settings and root the thing, and it's all done. You have an integrated file explorer that lets you edit files, which is something you're going to want to do. Alright, so where do you get rooted emulators? Just Google HackerBot root emulator and you'll be taken to our article on the best rootable emulators for Android. Now, for the modded APKs, I, as always, recommend using HackerBot.net because on Google, if you look for hacks or mods, you're going to find a lot of fakes, advertising cheats that are impossible, such as unlimited money in online games. So please don't use Google. There's a lot of spam and scams there. If you want to learn more about the basics of scam cheating, go to HackerBot.net. Just Google HackerBot, go to Learn Cheating, and find our articles on the basics. Now, how do you find the best mods, legitimate mods? Just simply go to HackerBot.net, just Google HackerBot or Game Hacks, go to HackerBot.net, follow our download cheats tutorial in order to find legitimate mods from legitimate sources providing clean software. Highly recommended, else you will open yourself up to malware and fakes and scams and other weird stuff such as generators, okay? So please be very careful with that. Now, once you've done that, you're going to want to install the APK first before we move on to the actual OBB. So what are you going to have to do for that? Go to your settings, go to your security settings in your Android device, and then enable, not disable, okay, there needs to be a check mark at the unknown sources. This will allow you to install mods, or rather APKs, from sources other than the Google Play Store, which is required for you to install APKs that you download from the internet, okay? This is very important. You need to do this, and then get out of your settings. You're going to download the mod from HackerBot.net or wherever else. I recommend using HackerBot.net because they're safe, as opposed to the stuff that you'll find on Google, which is going to be a scam, usually, on average. Okay, so what do you do after that? You want to install the APK. You simply do that by clicking the download, installing it. We're going to skip that step right now. So, as you can see, I have already in my download folder, which is just in your root. If you have a file explorer, such as in Nox emulator, on your rooted device, you can just simply go to your download folder. That should be in your root. This is my root right here, and you go to downloads. There should be all the stuff you've downloaded. Usually this is going to be a zip file. You're going to have to unpack that using another file explorer or whatever. I have a second file explorer that is able to do that. You simply unzip the package, and then you go back to your actual file explorer, and you're gonna wanna go to your downloads where you unpacked the zip file. There you will have two files: the actual APK, Tiny Miner Mod. This is the unpacked folder. You're gonna have the APK, which you're gonna install, and you're gonna have this file right here, the com whatever, and then your game name, and this is the OBB folder. This is very important. What you're gonna do is you're gonna select this, copy it if needed, because you're gonna paste this into another folder, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna copy this folder. In my Explorer, I simply have to check it, and then you go back into your root folder, which is the index. This is the folder where you land. If you go back, in my case, the path here is a little bit weird because this is an emulator. This is the emulated root folder. Here you will find a folder that is called Android, and you're going to want to enter the Android folder. There you'll find an OBB folder, and this is where you need to paste the OBB folder, okay? So what you're going to do is simply copy selection here, I already did that, so I'm redoing it, and you're done. Now you have the OBB replaced, you have the Modded APK installed, and that is it. You are now ready to play the game. Okay, this is it. What is very important to note here as well is that not for every mod APK will be exactly this process. So if you're, for example, using hackerbot.net to find a mod, let's say you go to our hack finder and you enter PUBG Mobile 17.0 and you find a mod for that particular game, for example this one, you're gonna want to follow the installation instructions where you actually download the mod. Okay, this might not apply exactly. This is the basics. Okay, this is the basics. Now more complex mods may require more complex installation procedures, so if in doubt, install it the way I just did. But if there is more detailed installation instructions at the place where you downloaded the mod, you need to follow those instead. This is just teaching you the basics, you know, where to find the OBB folder. So it's your root folder, and then Android, and then OBB, and you're of course gonna download the mod first. This will be in your download directory. There you'll have your zip file that you downloaded. You unpack that. This will create a folder that will contain the OBB folder, including the OBB files and the actual APK. You're gonna wanna install the APK and copy the OBB folder into your Android/OBB. Okay, that is basically it. I know it sounds complicated, but really quite simple. Anyways, guys, as I've said, please make sure that the stuff you download is safe. Please use an emulator to try any of these mods, because if you're rooting your physical device, you can brick it. Please only do it with older devices, not with your newest $700 Android phone. Please don't do that. It's very dangerous. As well, for the older phones, there are more sophisticated and more tested rooting methods available, and you're less likely to brick your device. Okay, please always use an emulator test. As you can see, it's very easy to root emulators such as this. It just keeps you safe, and ideally use a secondary account. Don't use your main Google account to test these, especially with online games, because if you're using an outdated mod or a mod that is detected, you might get instantly banned. Okay, so please be very careful. Always use an emulator, always use a secondary account to test, and then maybe move on to your main account and your main device. Not all mods will require a root, especially single-player games will not require a rooted device. However, if you want to replace OBB files, you will need a root, you'll need a file explorer. That's just how it is, which is why I recommend using an emulator in order to learn these concepts. Anyways, guys, that is it from me. Please don't trust all the weird stuff you find online that is claiming to give you unlimited coins. It's just as impossible as me telling you that if you like this video, which you should do, you will get unlimited gems in your favorite game. That's not how it works. If you click a like button on a YouTube video, or you subscribe, which you should also do, and ring the bell icon, it doesn't give you unlimited money in an online game. That's not how game hacking works, and or how game jacks work. So all these weird generators and these unlimited coin and gem cheats that you will find online are just as impossible as me telling you, like the video to get unlimited gems in your video game. That's not how it works. I'm sorry. But you should still do it though. Anyways, guys, that is it from me. I'll see you next time on hackerbot.net. Game Hacker out!